What is up, everybody, and welcome to the BuyerBridge demo. I'm going to walk you through BuyerBridge. I am super excited about this. This is everything that I've always wanted in my wholesaling land business. So if you are doing land flipping to residential home builders, this is for you. And honestly, if you're doing acres or houses, maybe it's for you too, because it's the best CRM I've ever seen to track your deals. And it's what I've always needed as a CRM to do 30, 40, 50 deals in a single month. But also we use good data to give you guys the actual buyers and builders. And I'm going to walk you through it all now, right? So you pull it up, you're going to get your dashboard, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through everything, and then we'll dive deep into everything, right? So first thing will be your buyers, right? So there's over 10,000 verified buyers in here. Every buyer in here has pulled over 3 new construction permits in the last 12 months, right? And how we got this data was we paid for a lot of data, came out with 3 million permits filed in the last 12 months. A lot of those permits are obviously people building their personal homes, plumbers, HVAC companies, electricians, right? So they needed to file new construction permits, right? We don't want any plumbers in here. Next thing was they needed to file more than 3 in the last 12 months, right? Because if someone files more than 3 building permits in the last 12 months, odds are they're a spec home builder, right? Then we went through and manually made sure every single one of them was actually a builder, and then they are imported into here. And the good thing is when you file for a permit, you do put your phone number, your email, and a contact name. So we do have contact information for everybody. There's also a way for you to put in all your private buyers right into here, and these will all be tracked for you as well. And no one else has access to these except for you. And I'll show you why it's important to put these in because of the JV portal, right? So the next thing it's pretty cool on here is if you don't have a buyer for your deal and you get a deal that signs, let's say 905 Oak Avenue, Lehigh Acres signs. Oak Avenue, Lehigh Acres. You're going to click there, find buyers, and 106 buyers found. So if I got this deal signed, now I can just go down, call all these construction companies, all these building companies, and I can go ahead and lock in a buyer for my land deal, right? So you got this, right? So next will be your market map, right? So you don't know where to start. We made a heat map for you, right? So it's based on the builder density. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to zoom in. Let's see. I'm going to want to go to, a lot of people love, let's say, Florida, right? So I'm going to zoom in here on Florida, see what we got down here. And you can see the hot markets, right? A lot of people that wholesale know Palm Bay is good. Because Cape Coral area is good. Right down here. Lehigh obviously is down there. And you can see, okay, I want to do Palm Bay. 54 builders in Palm Bay, right? So let's say I want to save this market. This is going to be a market I plan on working on. 54 good builders. I want to work here, right? Save the market for later, right? And now I can come back, I'll see my saved markets, I'll have my active markets, it'll all be in here, right? You can also see based on the pins, where the builders are at, everything like that. And then you can click on an area, Pompano, 5 builders, right? Cool. Also, like if you like, let's say I want to work with DR Horton and Pompano, you can go ahead and save this to my private buyers. If you talk to a buyer, you can save it to my private buyers, put your notes on there, everything like that, right? So you got all the buyers, right? So let's say I want to go to Pompano, or you just want to go pick a random city, right? So let's say Dallas, right? Somebody maybe from Dallas. I want to do Dallas. 227 builders in Dallas. You can see all the contact information. Scroll down, call them in. Hey, how much do you want to pay for a lot? They'll say 50 grand. And then you go get the seller for 40 grand. You just made 10 grand. Amazing, right? So all the buyers, all the builders are in here with contact information. Next, and this is going to be my favorite part, and I put some fake deals in here. This is going to be the My Deals section. So this is your CRM, right? So you want to use it a web form, right? So you give it to a virtual assistant. Everybody has a public web form. You can import all your old leads if you want to. You add a deal just like this, right? Address, deal status, seller name, phone number, email, lead status, notes. Your notes will be with you through the whole process. So we have it structured as new lead, right? So these are my new leads. You can have your follow-up leads, priority leads. So like if I want to make this a priority lead, it goes right there. Your total active leads will be new leads, follow-up, priority, and contract sent. Future interest and dead lead will not show up as an active lead. And then you'll have all the contracts that you have out. All right, so let's say this guy. So sent a contract. Hit add note. Now let's say he signs contract. Signed. So I click add note. I'm now going to take this lead, and it's not a lead anymore because he added a contract, right? So I move it to inventory, right? Now it's an inventory, keeps all your information in here. The next thing you're going to do is, let's say he signed it $40,000, and let's say I want to get $50,000, right? So you're going to fill that in the inventory. He signed today, right? December 4th. It automatically updates. Next, you can actually upload the contract into here, right? So you can track all your contracts with your buyers, with your sellers. If you get a survey, you can throw in so I'm going to throw in that contract, right? And then I'm going to save the changes. Cool. So now when I go to my inventory, so it says I have 4 in inventory, and this one that it's going to sort it by the ones that signed first, right? Because the ones that have been in there longer, you want to see at the top. And that one that just signed should be down here, right? So there you go. There's the address. There's everything going on with it. My notes will still be in there. And then I'm going to put buyer looking at 50K. And let's say the buyer takes it. Buyer took at 50K. Amazing, right? So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to move it because now it's not in inventory. It's in escrow. Cool. Okay, so now I moved it to escrow, right? So I got a buyer. So Paul buyer, I'm going to do Paul at gmail.com. I'm going to put in a phone number for him. And then we'll put in title at title company. And then 5555555. And then, title at gmail.com. And then I'll make this title test title. Cool. So now we got the seller information, buyer information. We got the pricing in here. Let's say there was no agent or any cost on this. And the closing date, let's set it for December 12th. And then we can go ahead and upload our file in there, right? So next you're going to hit save changes, right? So everything's in there. We saved all the changes. So now it's going to be in escrow, right? This will be sorted. You can see all your deals in escrow, track all your deals that are currently in escrow, and you will see right here. It has all that information that we just put in, right? It has it set. Has the revenue there. But the cool thing, and this is honestly my favorite part, is you can click on this button right here. So my company, let's just do 7 Figure LLC. My name, Jackson. My phone number, I'm going to put a fake phone number in here. Let's see, is that enough numbers? Yes, we're good to go. And then my email, Jackson at gmail.com. Watch this. Generate email. There you go. Here's your title company email. Autofills the address. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Please wire our funds at the date of closing. You already got your contracts in the file. Here's the closing date, December 12th, right? It auto populates. Auto fills in the seller information plus how much money they're getting. Auto fills in your information, phone number, email with your assignment fee. Auto fills in the buyer information with the cash from the buyer. You just copy this email, send it to the title company, and you wait for this to close, right? Now, when it closes, you're going to go ahead and move it to close. We go to our closed deals. Now it is going to be right here, $10,000. There's 6 deals in here, 54,500 closed. You got your performance dashboard. How many closed deals? How many assignment fees total? What's your average deal size? Days of closing, and sort it by quarterly, semi-annual, annual. It's got your conversion funnels on here. It's got everything you would need in here. We'll track it by your month. We'll track everything for you guys. And then the last thing, which we have not yet dished out, but this will be coming very soon, and I'm very excited about that, is the JV portal, right? So you'll be able to add in your deals to the JV portal. It's going to automatically match you with someone who has private buyers that are just not builders. Maybe they're private investors, something like that. It will rank by the latitude and longitude by the buyer that bought closely to your deal, and it will use how many deals people have done with the buyer. Everything's verified, contracts verified. You'll be able to directly message everybody from the platform. It will throw your deal in the marketplace so people can look at it. It'll show all the active JV buyers. So this is something that we haven't dished out yet, but I'm very excited to very shortly, right? So again, you get the whole performance dashboard. You get all these buyers. You're going to get this search tab where you can AI search for any deal, and you can find all the buyers right away. You get all the contact information. You get this whole CRM aspect to track all your deals with everything you'll need included, the auto-generated title emails, the market map to find new markets. And this is just absolutely game-changing in the land flipping industry. So I'm very, very excited to introduce this, and I'm very to see you guys in there and partner with you guys on some JV deals. So welcome to BuyerBridge. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys inside.